Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's fun and interesting video, I'm going to be reviewing the ZPotter from ZPalette, and I just want to put this out here that all of these things that I'm going to mention in my video are all based on my own opinions and what I've done myself. I'm not basing this on what anybody else has said. I personally have not seen a video on the review of the ZPotter, so I really don't know what other people's thoughts are besides my own. And I'm only going to share to you guys what I truly think of the product and if I'm going to recommend it to you guys. So if you guys want to learn about the interesting little stove ZPotter, then keep watching. So now I'm going to read the description online so you guys know exactly what the company is stating about their product. And I'm looking on my iPad. But it says, about the ZPotter, it says, depotting is now safe, simple, and effective. Introducing the ZPotter, a game-changing device that expertly separates your makeup from its original packaging and melts your lipsticks and concealers, saving you time, saving your makeup, and saving you body parts. Forgo the flat iron, abandon the oven, kiss candles and lighters goodbye, and give hair dryers a heave-ho. So all of that I find is true. You don't have to use a flat iron, no flame, no oven, candles, nothing. The ZPotter is all you need to depot your makeup, and it does do it in a very efficient way as they say it. I find that it's actually very, very easy. It's much easier to depot my makeup because before I would use a flat iron, and a flat iron it's like an alligator, so it's naturally open. You'd have to stick your product right in there, wait for it to heat up, and you couldn't really depot it because of this part right here. So you had to carefully take it off without trying to burn yourself and try to depot it on like a table. But the thing is, when it's not on heat, it loses its heat, so therefore it may not work the first time, or it may take even longer for you to try and depot it because it's gonna just cool off. Whether when you put it on the stove, it's constantly sending heat up into it, keeping it super hot. So it's very, very time efficient for you to just kind of slip your screwdriver or just to kind of slip your knife right in there and pop it out. And it's also very, very safe because you can touch the entire surface of it, that you can actually get a really nice grip on the product when you're putting your hand on the stove and really wedge that out. You just don't want to touch the little metal plate. That's the only problem you might have with it. So when I found out when ZPalette was coming out with a way other than using a flame or a flat iron to depot your makeup, I was super stoked. But honestly, my first impression when I went on the site to see the ZPotter, I was kind of like confused because it honestly looked like a mini kitchen stove. And I was like, so like, okay, like I need that big of a surface to depot like a little bit of eyeshadow or something. But I was like, you know what, this could be a really interesting way. So I was like, I want to test it out and try it out myself. So I luckily got it for Christmas. Thank you, Mom and Dad. And I've been giving it a bit of a whirl. I didn't have too many products to depot with me right now, but I had a few, and I'm going to actually show you later on in the video how I depotted a product of mine, so you guys can see exactly how I use it, how it works, and how to use it safely, I guess. But yeah, those are my first impression thoughts. So now I'm going to show you the packaging of how it came. And so this right here is the box. So this is exactly, sorry, you can't see my ring light, but this is exactly what the kitchen stove looks like. So it has this big circle right here, and this is where it heats up. So this is where you place your makeup products. And then right here on the side, it has the settings. So there's an on, sorry, this is backwards. So there is an on button, and then you can adjust the temperature with a plus and minus sign. So this is what it looks like when you take it out of the packaging. It does, like it says on the box, have the exact design, and it is pretty tiny in my opinion. Like, I don't think it's absolutely huge, but I also don't think it's tiny, so I am going to have to try and find some space to store this. But what I like about it is that it's also not super heavy. It's very compact, and it also feels very durable. The box also comes with 2 accessories to help with your depotting process with this stove. And first, it comes with a little metal plate, and it also comes with a tiny little magnet. And the purpose of having these two items with this stove is because there's different ways to depot your makeup using this stove, and that is because of how this thing heats up. So it's not a fire that is underneath here and it heats up like a stove where this is hot. This actually does not get hot. Like when I'm depotting my makeup, I can touch this everywhere. The entire surface does not get hot. And so how the process works of how things heat up is this is induction. So basically, let's say you had a little metal pan that you were trying to make lipsticks out of. So you're going to put a little lipstick in this metal pan right on the stove. So basically you turn it on, you select it to your heat, and what happens is the heat is transferred by induction. So basically the heat moves up this little machine into the metal. So therefore this doesn't get hot, but the metal thing that you're depotting in gets hot, and you don't want to touch that. And so that's how it heats up, which I actually like. I think that this is very, very safe, unlike using a flame or flat iron. The entire thing is hot, and you have to be careful about how you're picking it up, putting it on, and this is very, very safe to use. So there are two different ways on how you can depot your products. One, it has to be induction ready. Two, if it's not induction ready, you have to make it induction ready. So for example, for a product that's induction ready, that means this magnet should be able to connect with your product and stick. See that? It sticks. So therefore, this is induction ready. So that means I can put this product directly on the stove itself. The heat will travel up into this product and actually melt whatever you want, like a lipstick, into this little metal pan. The other example is if I had this Hoola bronzer and I wanted to depot it, and right now it's in this little plastic case, and I were to take my magnet, see, it's not sticking at all, as you can see. Therefore, this is not induction ready. This product has to be induction ready for it to work on the stove. So that's why they give you this little metal plate, so you can actually put this plate on the stove. Like let's say my hand's the stove. You put this metal plate on top, and then you grab your product and you put this on top of the metal plate. So therefore, the heat will travel up into this metal. This metal will become extremely hot, making this product hot as well. So this product is actually a huge staple because I find that most of the products that we depot are not induction ready. Like when I was depotting things, I had to use this thing the entire time because I had nothing that was just pure metal. Like packaging isn't made in pure metal. It's usually plastic. So that's why this is so important that you have this and you don't want to lose it. So for their advantages on their website, they say that there is no flame or electric plate, precise heat control, rapid temperature increase, which can be quickly turned off, no wasted heat, and UL/ETL safety certified. I actually do agree with all that they say here. I do find that there is no open flame necessary because it is induction. There is precise heat control, so the product is heating up exactly where you want it. It's a very even surface playing ground, so there is like no, it gets hot over here, hot over there. It's hot all around the surface. It heats up super fast. It turns off very quickly. I do agree with that. It is very, very safe. Me, I don't like messing with flames or flat iron. Like I personally don't like getting burned. So this is awesome in my opinion because it keeps me safe and I feel like I don't have to stress or worry about it that much when I'm depotting. And I feel like it just gets the job done a lot faster, and it's just a wonderful product in my opinion. I think ZPotter did a really good job. There's only two cons I have about the product, and one of them is the size. I think that it's a little too bulky for what it offers, and I honestly think that it's a bit more on the bulkier side because there is a fan that goes on the entire time while you're using it. And I'm guessing that's just to air itself out, so that's why they had to make it bulkier so they can fit a little fan in there. And the second thing is, I think it's a little bit expensive. Like it was $85 and plus tax. So I think it's just a little bit too expensive. I mean, if it offered like different heating controls and other really cool advanced technology in it, I think it would be worth the price. But honestly, I think that $85 is a little steep for it. but honestly, I totally recommend it to everyone. It is a great product. I definitely find ZPotting a lot funner, even though I find it fun in general. I think it's 10 times funner. It's more efficient. It gets the job done, which is the most important thing. So now I'm going to show you a live demonstration of how I depotted one of my makeup setting powders, and I hope you guys find this demo helpful, and let's get into it. So here I am in the kitchen with my ZPotter, and I'm turning it on and setting it to the highest power level, which is 5. And the product I'm going to be depotting is not induction ready, so that's why I'm putting the metal plate it comes with on top so it could heat up and get really hot. And I'm using a really tiny screwdriver to try and get the first top part of the packaging off, so I'm able to wedge it out when I'm putting it on the metal plating. And I had a really hard time with this, so my mom had to come in and try and help me, and this took us like 5 minutes, but we finally got it off. Now it's ready, and I'm going to place it on top of the metal plating on the potter, and I'm going to let it heat up for about 30 seconds to loosen the glue, and then I'm going to use the screwdriver and try and wedge it out. But it wasn't really, the glue wasn't melted all the way, as you can tell it wasn't coming out. So I let it sit on the metal plate again for another 10 seconds, and I went back in and wedged it out, and as you can tell, it came out right away, and it was all ready to go. My overall thoughts of this product is a big thumbs up in my opinion. I think this is a wonderful product. I think ZPalette, you guys did an awesome job with this. It's so unique to the beauty industry, and they definitely are killing it in my opinion. I think ZPalette is probably one of the most unique brands out there. But I love it. It's everything on the website is true, so definitely take a look back at the website. I can actually link it down below for you guys as well. I hope you guys find this review and demo of the ZPotter very helpful, and let me know down below in the comments if you guys want me to be reviewing any more fun products like that, or makeup items, or any kind of videos you guys want to see next. Just let me know down below in the comments, and I hope you guys are having a great January and a new year, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!